Have you ever felt like the world is watching your every step, waiting for the moment you stumble? And the more you advance, the more attacks seem to come from all sides, often from people you would never imagine would turn against you. But here is the great truth. Your enemies refuse to see every attempt to bring you down is in reality a sentence of self-destruction. Karma is an unstoppable force, and those who dare to mess with a chosen one soon discover they've meddled with the wrong cosmic forces. They think they can strike you without consequences. But what they don't understand is that you are surrounded by such a powerful protective energy that all the evil launched against you returns to them. Amplified, these people who conspire in the shadows believe they can escape universal justice as if their actions were invisible to the all-seeing spiritual eyes. They think their dirty maneuvers will go unnoticed. But what they don't know is that from the moment they tried to harm you, the clock of karma started ticking. And when karma acts, it is not subtle. It knocks down walls, destroys plans, and brings chaos into the lives of those who dare to mess with a chosen one. Every move they make is calculated by the universe. The envy and malice they throw your way are immediately recorded and returned to them tripled in force, while they think they're hurting you. It's their own lives that are being poisoned. You don't need to worry, chosen one, because the protection that covers you cannot be broken while they try to strike you. You're always one step ahead because the universe is constantly rebalancing energies in your favor. What they don't understand is that messing with you is messing with divine loss, and that never ends well. The problems they throw at you come back like a boomerang, more devastating than they ever imagined. Their finances, relationships, health. Everything starts to crumble, and they don't understand why karma doesn't need witnesses to act. An Eve-Rai act of malice returns at the right time, in a way you may not always see, but that they will feel with full intensity. You were chosen to triumph, and no one can change that. So you just watch, standing firm, as those who pursued you begin to face the consequences of their own actions. The universe is just and divine. Justice never fails. They cannot reach you, cannot bring you down, and that destroys them even more. The hatred they feel for you only amplifies the collapse of their own lives. Every time they try to pull you down, you are elevated to a new level because your light cannot be extinguished. You are destined to win, and what once seemed like an unfair fight now reveals itself as a guaranteed victory. Don't worry, chosen one. Karma is always on your side, ensuring that those who tried to harm you reap what they sowed. Being a chosen one carries immense responsibility, and many can't even imagine what that truly means. You're not an ordinary person. There is a cosmic and spiritual UAL energy that surrounds you, protects you, and guides you every step of the way. And those who try to harm you, who dare to attack you, are challenging something much greater than they can comprehend. Karma never fails, and the protection that covers you is impenetrable. Anyone who tries to harm you is actually self-destructing because the invisible forces that surround you return each blow with greater intensity. The attacks you suffer are not just physical or verbal. There's something deeper. Behind it, something that stirs the spiritual essence of people. Stalking is a manifestation of this. When groups of people unite to attack you consciously or unconsciously, they are reacting to the light you carry. They feel threatened by your energy, by your presence, and believe they can bring you down. But here's the truth that few know: no one messes with the chosen one. Unpunished, the consequences of such acts are swift and relentless. The enemies who conspire against you may even think they're managing to affect you, but what they don't know is that they're digging their own graves. Divine justice is ever present in the lives of chosen ones. Messing with you is tampering with the universe's balance, and karma will collect every penny, every malicious word, every treacherous action while they are blinded by anger or envy. You are protected by higher forces, and what they send to you returns to them with even more strength. The spiritual protection that surrounds you is something few understand. To those outside the spiritual journey, it seems like you're lucky that things work out for you in a mysterious way. But the truth is, you've been marked for a greater purpose. And this mark comes with protection that transcends human understanding. No attack against you goes unnoticed. Every attempt to bring you down is like throwing a stone against an invisible wall, and that stone always returns with more speed to whoever threw it. Karma often acts silently, but effectively. Those who pursue you may not notice immediately, but their lives will start to unravel. Their work begins to fail. Their relationships crumble and their peace disappears, all because they dare to touch someone protected by divine laws. The most incredible thing is that while your enemies fall, you rise, your resilience increases, your wisdom deepens, and you ascend to an even higher spiritual level. They try to destroy you, but only manage to strengthen you. Chosen ones carry act that cannot be extinguished even in the toughest battles when it seems the whole world is against you. That light shines brighter. And that's what bothers those who try to pursue you. They see in you something they themselves cannot reach, something that makes them feel small, insignificant. And instead of seeking their own evolution, they try to pull you down. But the universe always takes care of returning to them what they have sown. Those who try to mess with a chosen one deceive themselves by thinking they can emerge unscathed. Spiritual justice is infallible and always operating even when you don't see it. The attacks against you are actually tests that strengthen your faith and resilience with each blow you receive. The universe prepares you for something greater, and those who attack you, they face the consequences of their actions. They face ruin. The evil they launch against you is like an arrow that never reaches its target. It veers off and returns with more force to whoever shot it. The journey of a chosen one is solitary, but powerful. You don't need others' approval, and that's what bothers them so much. Your spiritual independence, your connection to something greater, is like a mirror, reflecting the weaknesses of those around you. They can't stand seeing someone so connected to their own truth, so aligned with their mission. And instead of respecting that, they try to pull you down. But what they fail to understand is that no one can topple someone lifted by divine hands. T-hoes who try to harm you may even think their actions are small, insignificant. They may think a gossip here, a betrayal. There won't have great consequences, but the universe doesn't work on scales of magnitude. It simply returns what was sent, and whether it's a small betrayal or a big attack, the result will be the same: relentless karma. And while they face the destruction of their own actions, you continue your journey, unshaken, protected by something they will never comprehend. The spiritual protection of the chosen ones is not just a blessing. It's an armor that reflects all evil while your enemies suffer under the weight of their own actions. You walk firmly, strengthened by each challenge. What they don't realize is that every attack they make against you only increases your power. Every attempt to bring you down is a step that brings you closer to your true mission. And while they sink into their own hatred, you rise. The attacks you suffer may seem unfair. They may even make you question why so many people turn against you. But remember, the greater your light, the more you disturb the darkness. And that's exactly what happens. You unsettle because you shine. Because you bring to light everything people try to hide, and that's why they try to stop you. But what they don't know is that you cannot be stopped. You are guided, protected, and strengthened by divine forces. They will never understand those who attack you live in a cycle of destruction. They repeat the same mistake, commit the same acts of malice, and never learn. But you don't need to do anything to retaliate. Karma does that for you, and it does it perfectly at the right time. While they reap the bitter fruits of their actions, you reap the sweet fruits of resilience, patience, and unshakable faith. You know you're protected. You know you're on the right path. And that's all that matters. The problem with your persecutors is that they can't see beyond on their own darkness. The illusion is so great that they believe they can affect you, that they have some power over your journey. But this ignorance is what condemns them. They don't understand the power you carry. They don't see that the light emanating from you cannot be dimmed by petty attacks. They act in the shadows, but forget that cosmic justice sees everything, every intention and every movement. When you're attacked, often the enemy's first reaction is to feel a momentary pleasure. They believe they're winning, that they can hurt you deeply. But what they don't realize is that while they attack you, they're attracting chaos into their own lives. Every step they take to bring you down actually brings them closer to their own abyss. Karma never forgets, and when they least expect it, their lives begin to crumble, and best of all, You don't need to do anything but keep your faith. Sometimes it feels like the whole world is against you. People who never really knew you turn against your presence, spread life, try to undermine your peace. This is the marquee of being a chosen one. The light you carry illuminates the flaws and insecurities of others. They see themselves reflected in your truth and unable to deal with it. They try to bring you down, but what they don't know is that while they pursue you, the universe conspires in your favor, and the price they will pay will be high. Revenge for the chosen ones is not something that needs to be sought. It happens automatically with the forces of the universe. Universe putting everything in its place. YS to our exclusive Discord community, where you'll find support and understanding. Join us and share your experiences in a welcoming space. Additionally, gain access to unique and exclusive content. The journey of a chosen one is marked by these battles, but also by victories that few comprehend. What your pursuers don't understand is that each time they attack you, they are helping you grow. Every blow you receive is like a step that brings you closer to your purpose. Meanwhile, the universe takes them the most. The inability to bring you down, the frustration of seeing each attack turn against themselves. Karma acts mercilessly against those who dare to mess with a chosen one. No matter how much they try to hide their intentions, the universe sees everything. What they launch against you returns to them in ways they never imagine. It could be financial problems, health issues, family crisis, or even personal disasters. But one thing is certain: no one meddles with a chosen one without facing teething while they crumble. Chosen ones possess an inner strength that few understand. This strength doesn't come from material possessions or social power. It comes from a direct connection with the divine, from a mission that transcends the physical. Therefore, when they try to attack you, they are not just dealing with you, but with the very spiritual order of the universe. In this battle, they have already lost. Lost before even starting. Each attempt to bring you down is another nail in their own evil. They try to cast upon you. Being a chosen one inevitably means being the target of attacks. This is part of the journey, and the brighter you shine, the more you disturb the darkness. But it also means you are invincible, protected by an invisible and relentless force. And the more they try to bring you down, the more you grow, because the universe always takes care of guiding you to the next level. The attacks against you become fuel for your ascension, while the enemies reap the chaos they are avoided. And the more they attack, the more they sink into their own negativity. When you are a victim of gang stalking, the first sensation your enemies experience is temporary satisfaction, as if their actions are shaking you. What they don't know is that they are actually creating their own downfall. The negative energy they throw at you has no power to hurt you. It only returns to them with even more intensity. You are protected by an invisible force that reflects all the evil they try to see. Your own malice. You continue to grow because the universe always conspires in your favor. You are never alone, even in the darkest moments when it seems that all forces are against you. The truth is that divine protection surrounds and keeps you safe. Your enemies, blinded by hatred and envy, cannot see this. They believe their attacks are effective, but in reality they are only accelerating the process of destruction in their own lives. The universe does not forgive malice, especially when directed against, protected by the highest level of cosmic justice. For you, there is no need to retaliate because the universe takes care of everything. Your role is to remain firm, trusting in the protection that has been given to you. Karma acts subtly but devastatingly. Those who attack you begin to feel the weight of their own actions. Their lives descend into chaos without them understanding why. And while they fall, you continue to be elevated stronger with each challenge, closer to fulfilling your mission, to nearly destroying themselves. They will never win this battle because you are aligned with something much greater. The persecutors of chosen ones live trapped in a cycle of self-destruction. The envy and hatred they feel are like poison, slowly consuming their own lives. They see your strength, your resilience, and this enrages them even more. Instead of seeking their own light, they try to extinguish yours, not realizing that each failed attempt brings them closer to their own collapse. It's impossible. The universe ensures that everyone receives exactly what they have sown, and for them, the result will be inevitable. Ruined chosen ones are like beacons of light in a world full of darkness. Your presence is unsettling because it illuminates the shadows. People try to hide, and that's exactly what provokes the attacks. The fact that you just by existing challenge the mediocrity and evil around you, but no matter how much they try to bring you down, your light cannot be